So it's clear that the programme has actually fulfilled the purpose that it was enacted for. Was there much political opposition to the programme before it became law?
Yeah, well, in Portugal there's always this political activity that goes on. But generally there was a consensus that something needed to be done. At the time, we have currently in government a centre-right government, but the previous government, which was centre-left, had already gone down this road in terms of creating conditions to attract investment. The crisis did help in terms of urgency. It simplified the process. There was less debate about the subject, and a decision was very quickly made. You'll even see in the content of the law, it's a very, very, very simple law. We've had to obviously, or the Immigration Authority has obviously had to make some practical adjustments in the application of the law because it is so simple. Yes,
yes, I know that the programme, as originally enacted in 2012, in October of that year, had restrictions that were, not restrictions, had elements that were a tad restrictive compared to how it is today.
Yes.
What was that all about?
Yes, they initially had come, the initial, in October they had approved the law with a 30-day minimum requirement, 30-day per annum, which is not business friendly. Investments in companies had to employ a minimum of 30 people. Banks had almost been left out of the legislation in terms of the option of investing or depositing with a bank, and the government very quickly realized we need to adjust this. So in January, which again is not typically Portuguese, but the urgency of applying these programs, and probably there was this political goodwill on both sides of the floor to do something and do it really quickly. So in January there were some adjustments made. It was reduced to 7 days in the first year, 14 days in the next 2, and 14 days in the final 2 years. Even the creation of jobs was reduced down to 10. Banks were now receive deposits. So that made the program far more attractive, far more attractive, because this was essentially one of the, when I first started talking to people about the program, the stay was an issue, and then subsequently they introduced in terms of the program, you're required to do a Portuguese language test, but originally in the law it actually required you to do a Portuguese course and then followed by the language test. And unfortunately that was also done away with, again to simplify the program, to make the decision to go into the program a lot easier, and hence the reason why it's been so well accepted internationally. Yes.